Have you ever tried to explain your offers to someone and end up talking in circles or getting lost in a word salad? Trust me, I get it. We love what we do, but sometimes that makes it harder to keep things simple. In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can articulate your value proposition and speak a clear offer that speaks only to the pain that people are experiencing and the solution that you can solve, and how you can gather feedback in order to improve that offer so you can go to the market with something that is ready, tested, and proven to make you more money faster so you can have more time to spend with the people you love the most and more money to spend in that time. In one of my masterminds, one of our guests, Rod, was um, pitching his brand strategy offer to business owners, but he kept losing people because he was overloading them with industry terms or the jargon that only we know, right? Like we speak the jargon, but they don't. So after some feedback from the people in the mastermind, he refined his message and it got so clear. It was, I help you stand out and attract more clients by building a brand that gets remembered. Is that valuable to you? And of course, yeah. Hello, help me stand out. Help me attract more people. Help me attract more clients. Help me build a brand that's rememberable, right? That one tweak was able to get him rolling and create a mindset shift in him that created more confidence for him to go pitch his offer more. He's only done it once. I just confirmed with him. He's only done it once since the mastermind, but that was last week. That's better than no offers, right? That's better than not pitching at all. So that's progress. And the truth is, people only care about two things. They care about the pain that they're in, that they know they're in, and the solution that you have for that. People don't want vitamins. They don't want word salad. They don't want to hear you talk about your process, your person, your professional experience, um, how long it took you to gather all of the jargon that you speak to make yourself sound more professional and smart. They only care about the pain that they know they're in, that they're experiencing every day, that keeps them awake at night and even more afraid to wake up in the morning. Like, what's that pain? Can you speak to that? And do you have a solution for it? What is the payoff that you're offering them? They only care about their pain that they're in and the payoff you offer. Two things. Can you see that? Yeah. The pain and the payoff. That's it. That is all we're talking about right there. So today, I'm going to talk to you about how confusing language loses people and how it's sabotaging your sales. So, what kind of pains are your clients dealing with? Like, like I said, what's keeping them up at night? What makes them afraid to wake up in the morning? Just put afraid of waking. What's the language they're speaking? What do they call their pain? Example, trauma, limiting beliefs. Now that I'm trying to think of them, I can't. Imposter syndrome, like those things that we call them, that we know they are, like we know what they are because we solve them, but what do they call it? Stuck, uh, losing, overthinking, frustrated. Like, what is the language that they're using to call out their pain? Talk to that, because then you're going to the ears are going to perk up. It's like when you hear your name. You can walk in a room full of people and be like, "Hey, you," and chances are someone's going to turn around. You know, it's the person that's maybe waiting for someone to call them out, but not really going to get many people to turn around. But if you say, "Hey, John," John's going to turn around. If you say, "Hey, Judy," Judy's going to turn around. If you say, "Hey, Greg," I won't turn around because it's either G or Gregory. Okay, I'm being funny. So I'm going to teach you how to simplify your offers by talking about their pain and their payoff. What's the payoff? If they're up at night, all night, worried, what can make them sleep better, right? If they're afraid of waking up, what's going to energize them? And the language they're speaking, like, what is going to clarify? I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, so yeah, don't know where I was going with that illustration. So the problem is a lot of people struggle to explain what it is they do with their offer clearly and concisely, right? It's, my name is so and so, and I have this degree in this thing, and I've done this for 20 years, and we help you to innovate your value propositions and teach you through a proprietary process the exact things you need to scale and diversify and all these things that like nobody cares. Like, I'm sorry, not to be offensive, just that's we hear that all day in corporations, we hear that all day at work. Like, cut to the chase, what are you really giving us? Like, think of a time where someone's asked you what you do and you either froze or you rambled on for like 5 minutes and watched their eyes glaze over. For me, there was a time where I was in an event and people kept asking me what I did, and I was refining it real time until I found something that sounded good, and then I went with that for a minute. But I kind of chose what I do based on who I was talking to, and it was like when you're not clear, you can't really move fast. Nothing is dynamic until it's clear. So now that I'm clear on exactly what it is I do to help people to improve, I'm showing up consistently. It's Wednesday. I'm here again. Like, you're going to see me 3 times a week now on YouTube. And my sole purpose is to get better on YouTube, is to improve. I don't care about how many subscribers I have, although I do care about each and every one of you watching. I don't care about the money, although it would be nice. And like, none of that matters. It's just, can I get better at delivering value to the people that need it? That's all we should worry about. Can you find out what someone's problem is? See, here's the thing. It's a simple process. So let's talk about the solution. And again, I have my notes up here, but it's for your sake and mine to keep me on track, because I will ramble and I'll go off in rabbit holes and we'll be in Alice in Wonderland, or in Wonderland with Alice. So I teach you how we test. Wait, didn't I make this thicker? No, I need it thicker. Thicker than a snicker. Okay, so there we go. Can you see that? Yeah. We are going to test, refine, and offer. This comes from a simple process that we use in user experience design, where it's the 5-step design process. Not really important. It's just empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test. It's a cycle. Empathize, define, prototype, yeah, whatever. Test. No. Whoa, what am I doing? All right. Empathize, define, ideate, which means come up with ideas, prototype, and test, and then back to, what are we doing here? You see this? Yes. So we go around and around. Once we test with real people, I keep saying real people, like there's some kind of fake people somewhere. Once we test with actual users, with actual clients, with actual people that need our solution, then we come right back and we empathize. What is empathize? Care. Care more about them than you do about you. Care more about delivering a result than you do about gaining something from them. Care more about delivering a solution than making a sale. Care more about how you can serve, how you can help, than how they can serve and help you. It's really that simple. And I beat myself up for not understanding this sooner for myself, because I did the same thing. I come to the market with who I am, what I do, what I care about, and nobody wants that. And then define. So once I listen, right? Let's put an ear here. Looks like a G and a C. Once I listen, then I like find like what's the problem? What's the pain? Put a big red X. What's the pain? Right? Then once I know the pain and I've defined exactly what that pain is, not what I think it is, but what they call it, then I can come up with. Oh, that's not yellow. Come on, come on. Ideas. This is the light bulb. All right. And then here's the fun part. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you can prototype. Just build something. What's the leanest thing, easiest thing, leanest, easiest? I know that's not how you spell it, but don't judge me. Leanest, easiest thing that you can build right now just to test. Like, would this solve your problem? And then go test it. I'll put a test. A plus. All right. And once you test it, ask them, listen again, does this solve your problem? If so, how? If not, how can it be better? And take it back to the drawing board. Define. Is the problem deeper than we thought it was? And so that's all we're doing in this mastermind is we're testing, we're refining, and we're making another offer. And I'm even using these principles. Like as I learn what works for people and what doesn't, I'm refining my offer, which is incredible. I didn't make an offer the first week. The second week I made an offer. It was horrible. I got feedback and I've refined it for yesterday's. And I've got people interested now because I'm speaking to their pain and I'm giving them the payoff that they desire. Not that I desire for them, not that I think they need, but what they actually desire. So, what this is going to do also is it's going to give you more confidence. One of our mastermind participants, Francine, was able to show up more powerfully in the market and just make her offers in a different way. Everyone in the mastermind is seeing the value of just treating sales as research. You're just doing research to find out what works so that you can position yourself better as the person to deliver the solution that you're trying to deliver. All right, so if you're overcomplicating your message, you're going to lose your people. But if you're focusing on solving a specific problem for your specific audience, you are going to become more irresistible. You know, you hear a lot of people out here talking about this, Alex Hermosi, Myron Golden, not Brendan, what's his name? Why does his name leave me? He's got a whole conference going on this week. Russell Brunson. They're always talking about the offer. The offer, the offer, the offer. But what is the offer? The offer is just the invitation for them to get their problem solved by you, because they're going to get their problem solved somehow. They're going to find a solution. The question is it going to be you? So the simple framework that we use for this in the mastermind, and I'll go ahead and give that to you because it's better that you get it here. So, hey, I noticed you're struggling or you're dealing with specific problem. I've created specific solution. Would that be valuable to you? This is not how I write. I should just write in cursive because you're hearing what I'm saying. You don't need to see it. Anyway, that's it. Hey, I notice you've been struggling with getting views. I've created a system that helps you get more views so that you can get seen. Would this be of value to you? Hey, I noticed that you're struggling with trying to put your feet in your shoes. I've created a shoehorn. Would this be valuable for you? That I talked about. See, I use the jargon. It's so natural to us to just talk about the thing like people know what the thing is. Hey, I noticed you're having trouble sticking things to your wall. I have something that makes things stick to your wall perfectly. Would this be of value to you? Hey, I noticed that you're dealing with, I don't know, fear of sales. I've created something that helps you to sell better than anyone's ever sold before. Would this be of value to you? Well, okay. That sounds like cold calling. That sounds very spammy. I don't like that. I don't want to talk to people. Well, if you don't want to talk to people, you're never going to get clients. It's plain and simple. Like, people aren't just going to show up at your door knocking, waiting for something you have to offer. One, they don't know you exist. So you have to make yourself visible. You have to be clear. You have to be valuable. And you have to be confident. VC. I like that. Visible. What is that? Show up. Clear. Say the thing. Valuable. Their thing. And confident. How do you be confident? Focus on serving. You know, one of the coolest things I've seen or I've experienced is I used to be deathly afraid to talk in front of people. I used to be terrified of speaking on camera. I used to be just scared of everything, but anything that particularly had to do with people. And I remember Wayne Dyer saying there were 4 words that he used in his life to help him be better. And they were, how may I serve? If you are getting on a stage, okay, so let me illustrate this. So here's the people, right? Here's the stage. Here's you. Microphone. You're nervous. Knees are shaking, right? So energy doesn't die, it only transfers, right? So if these people down here are excited to see you, and you're up here and you're anxious, something's not translating here, right? Now, funny thing is, anxiety and excitement are the exact same energy. What? Okay. Let me prove it to you. What are the symptoms when you are anxious? Sweaty. Oof. Ew. Yeah, ew. Sweaty palms. Elevated heart rate. And trembling. Right? Heavy breathing. Yeah, that's you. Right? Okay. Those are the symptoms for anxiety. But watch this. When you're excited about something, what happens? Well, I don't know. I don't get sweaty palms, but some people with different skin get sweaty palms. My palms don't sweat. But I do sweat. So there's that. So you sweat. You're excited. Have elevated heart rate. You're trembling, you're shaking, you're so excited and you just can't hide it. You're breathing heavy. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so back to our illustration. These people are these are not smiley face. This is horrible illustrations. Oh, you're screaming at you. Yeah, I'm so happy you're about to speak. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so anxious. There's the dissonance. What needs to happen is this excitement for you to solve their problems needs to translate back for you not being anxious. Oh, come on. Not being anxious, but being excited to serve them by solving their problems. And there you have it. You are misusing your greatest asset, which is your you can't even see that. That's funny. Okay. Which is your brain. Your brain is very powerful. It comes up with thoughts. I don't know why this is so. Get thicker. Brains. Zombie's favorite food. Okay. Your brain has the power to think positive thoughts and negative thoughts. And whatever you focus on is going to radiate out as a magnetic field that either will attract positive to you or attract negative to you. And so your focus, or rather your expectation, is exactly what you will see. You don't get what you want. You don't get what you think you are. You get what you think on a consistent basis. You get who you are, who you show up as. If you show up as a servant, you will find opportunities to serve. If you show up as a taker, you're gonna have to continue take. Okay, better example. So the universe is an echo chamber, right? And if I'm screaming, give me, give me, give me, then the universe is screaming, give me, give me, give me. If I'm saying, how may I serve, the universe is saying, how may I serve? So what are you focused on and what is your expectation? If you're focused on, oh, they're not going to buy, oh, they're not going to like me, they're going to, whatever you're thinking they're not going to do, they're not going to do it. But if you're thinking, I have something so valuable, people are not, they can't wait to buy it from me. They can't wait to get what I have because it's going to help them. That's going to create a belief. That's a good word. Belief that will manufacture faith. And by the way, belief, the opposite of belief is not doubt. Belief is a double-sided coin. There are two sides to everything. Have you ever eaten a one-sided piece of bread or seen a one-sided coin or a card with only one side on it? Have you ever seen a CD that was just the shiny side? No, everything has two sides. So the other side of belief is actually doubt. So if I focus on the negative aspect of something, that's going to create, and here, I'll illustrate this. So you've got head, heart, and let's put the legs on here. Oh, it's red now. Okay, that's fine. Then you have hand. Don't judge my hand. I'm better at drawing when it's not fast, whatever. So if I'm focused on the negative aspect, that is going to produce doubt. So if I have a negative thought, it's going to produce doubt, which is going to produce a feeling of anxiety in my heart, which is going to produce powerlessness in my hands. Powerless hands, anxious heart, because of doubtful thoughts. Okay? But if I'm focused on the positive aspect, that is going to produce faith in my head, faithful thoughts. Yeah, you can't see this. Okay. Faith in my head, faithful thoughts, great expectations, excitement in my heart. I'll just put excited. And power in my hand. Why did I say that? Why did I say all of that? Because if I get on that stage, which every day, life is a stage. If I get on that stage and I'm thinking this is going to be the greatest thing ever because what I'm going to give to them, what I'm going to help them with, how I'm going to show up and serve them, I believe, I have faith. Oh my gosh. I have faith that it's going to be the greatest thing ever. The biggest plus sign you've ever seen. And that's going to make me excited and it's going to give me the power to do that. But if I show up on that same stage and I think, I'm going to bomb this. This is going to be the worst thing ever. They're going to boo me off the stage. I'm going to choke. I'm going to forget my words. I'm going to mess up and they're never going to let me back here. Well, that's going to focus on the negative aspect. It's going to create doubt because those are doubtful thoughts. It's going to produce more anxiety, which won't be excitement, and you will be powerless. I don't know if you've ever been on a stage and spoke in front of people, but it is pretty intense. So I hope you understand the solution here. Just show up and serve. Care enough to share a solution that people actually need and serve them with a payoff that they actually want. It's that simple. If you have any questions or something's not making sense, or you want to share a testimony, a win, or you want to share your biggest problem with me in the comments, please do so, because I'm looking for more problems to solve. If you have an offer problem, or you have a confidence problem, or you have a problem just knowing exactly where to go, nothing becomes dynamic until it's clear. I am the, oh wow, now you want to be thick. Okay. I am the clarity coach. And, you know, you may not be thinking, oh, I just wish I could find some clarity somewhere, but nothing is dynamic until it's clear. So if you want to move fast, come to me and I will help you move faster. But I want you to try this. Write down the biggest problem that you solve and the result you create. Don't go into any of the process, any of the pieces, anything about you. Just what is the big one? Just one problem. What is one problem? Just one that you solve. And one solution that you have. Just one. Just one. How many? One. Just one. Does it feel simple enough? Share it below and let's refine it together. Watch the next video on how you can learn to build trust with your clients from the start, and that'll be Friday. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Watch the next video in the series about how to gain trust with your clients. Join the Facebook group. The link is in the description, the greatest group ever. And if you want to join the mastermind, there's a link for that too. I wrote a book called From Waiter to Greater, which teaches you to level up from right where you are. It's my story about how I went from waiting tables for 15 years to taking a job as a barista, learning about tech because the Starbucks was inside of a tech company, and then breaking into user experience design and leveling up within 2 years, going from $30,000 a year as a barista supervisor to $250,000 a year as a senior UX designer. And now I'm learning to build and scale a 7 and 8 figure business with you on the journey with me. And I hope that you'll stay on this journey with me. Be strong and courageous. Do everything that you do with passion. And I promise, guys, you'll have a life that you love. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.